Yeah, come on in, come on in, come on in, man. Please like it up. Please like, share, subscribe. Let's get this shit started, man. Good morning, man. Don't let I love me. Come on, join the panel, please. Just like it up, like it up, like it up. Share and please subscribe. Thank y'all for being here this morning with me. And understanding that, we gotta break down barriers of, you know, what it is to be an elite woman. Because I think that this whole term of being a dime or being a bad bitch is just thrown around so loosely because women like to comfort other women, and it's not a problem. But we have to understand, what a eight and a nine and a 10 is, and more importantly, are they even marriageable? You understand? Like when you say a woman is an eight, nine, or 10, just because she's elite, does that make her wifey material? So that's what we're gonna jump into this morning. So like it up real quick, man. We're gonna keep on this little situation that we got. And we're gonna let people join in and wait for people to join in. So please like, share, subscribe while we at it. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna start this conversation off real smooth because we love our women. Here on this channel in this realm, I'm still looking for a name, to call my people, my family. But here, in my realm, we don't hate women. We just put that straight up on the table. We don't have no disdain for women. It's no anger, it's no animosity built up. It's nothing there for women. We understand that we come from them. Like I heard somebody say this morning, all the greats, all the greatest men have came from a vagina. Think about that logically. The greatest men have came from a vagina. So it's hard for me to, bash them. Even if, look, say if the argument was that black women are in a different state now, they just totally different, you know, they out of their element. Whatever excuse you want to come up with, they're still the original. So here we're gonna always have a certain amount of respect for them. No matter how many holes you done fucked, or how many bad women or scamming women you done been around. Because I think a lot of men, speak off of situations they've been off. I mean, been in. Not naturally the state of who a woman is or the culture of women. A man to speak off his experience with bad women or lower grade women and think that is the experience of women. So this is why this conversation is very, very important to have. And we're gonna jump into these points because we don't, you know, want to have no misconceptions here about women. We don't want to make this a channel where we're battling women or we're trying to, make up this invisible war with women. We're not into that. We're just simply not here. We're here to debate, but in a healthy way. See, all debate is not bad. And I've learned that, you know, through my early years of life, like just living to understand. Like it's totally different. Like when you sit down and you live to understand, then you just, I'm, you know, living life. I'm just enjoying life. It's very important that we understand this and break this down to a molecule. But we're gonna jump into these 3 points, man, because this is real deep. Please like, share, subscribe. Um, you know, this first point right here is real deep. And I think a lot of men, in my opinion, we're gonna jump into the women, but I feel like a lot of women, a lot of men in my, estimation, they don't understand this. It's real simple. Eights, nines, and tens are the elite women. And I mean this when I say this because, we live in a world where a lot of women just think they're eight, nines, and tens. And then a lot of men will gas a lot of women up that are like fours, fives, sixes, and sevens. They will gas them up to make them feel like they're eight, nine, and 10 just to sleep with them. So now we have a world where we have a whole bunch of women, you know, 3 through 7, arguably 1 through 7. Literally, pretty much every woman walking around is literally sitting there saying, I could be an 8, 9, or 10. I'm a bad bitch, basically. If we got a whole world like that, mind you, the real concept and the definition of an 8, 9, or 10 is an elite woman, a woman that's rare in terms of beauty and what she brings to the table. See, we live in a world now where you could be a 10 just off of looks. We just going according to certain people's standards. Now I could break down what makes you an 8, 9, or 10, but this is not what this conversation is about today. Today the conversation about is a 8, 9, or a 10 wifey material, and that's false. So when I hear these conversations of these men, talk like, you know, 8s, 9s, or 10s are, you know, something to have or they're, something to be with, that's just false. First of all, we're gonna start it off like this. Before we even get, past point one of, 8, 9s, and 10s being elite, we have to fully acknowledge that 8, 9's, and 10's, when you really think about it and you sit down and talk to a group of men that really have dealt with women, they'll tell you 8, 9's, and 10's is pretty much trash. I'm just being straight up. And this is something that we have to acknowledge because a lot of men waste a lot of time and a lot of effort and lose a lot of other possibilities chasing illusions. We're going to break it down to a molecule today that nigga 8, 9, and 10 is trash at best. You might find a rare 8, 9, or 10 that might, be unique. But that's like looking for a needle in a haystack. That's why I just wouldn't suggest it. I just feel like, you know, you doing that, you might as well just, go buy some prostitutes. Real talk, because you got to realize these 8, 9's, and 10's of today, these caliber of women, 9 times out of 10, they only worth sex. See, if you're dealing with a woman, I'm gonna tell you how to really, pick women. If you're dealing with a woman and she's only worth sex, I don't care how she look. Throw her away. She's trash. Any woman that's just worth sex, she's trash. That's vice versa. Just like if you was dealing with a man and he only had good dick, he's trash. The fuck? You could convince yourself that you got something, but the world know him as a trash nigga. He's trash. He's dicking you down, and that about it. For me, you know, I'm starting to realize more that I live life. You know, we fuck our own selves up, and that's real talk. And this is why I have to always, bring up this conversation of, you know, making sure men know that 8, 9's, and 10's, they're elite women, but they're trash. There's a few cars out there that's expensive. They're trash. Just because you look good or just because you come with a nice price tag don't mean nothing. That means something for the buyer. But we talking about long term and the buyer having long term success. Look, if you're in the sport of buying things, for temporary, usage, it's not a problem. I always tell men, if you don't think you can do it in life, go buy your prostitute. Because I don't want you to go insane doing other crazy shit. I always tell men that. I don't want to, the last thing I want a man to do is go insane because he hasn't had some. Or turn gay. Or start dealing with kids. Or do start masturbating overly, maybe too much. And see, this conversation goes real deep, with the whole process of understanding, this 8, 9, and 10 theory, because first off, like in another video I expressed to you, I don't even believe in 10's. I don't. I think guys have gotten too obsessed with women. How's a woman a 10 and no woman on the planet is perfect? We all can agree to that. If we all can agree as men that no woman is perfect, how is she a 10? Because if we're going according to the overall, I don't see me, I'm not just going to go on looks. I just can't do that. Because women just don't pick me on looks. Some do, but that's a small percentage. Most women want to know what else you come with, my nigga. Yeah, you look good, but what else you come with? That's a small, tiny percentage of men that can actually sell their looks or actually, wager their looks. That's a tiny percentage of men. Even if I could do that, I wouldn't do it because in my mind, I just wouldn't feel manly. Like I'm selling my looks. Like, bro, I don't even feel like a man at that point, bro. I feel almost like a prostitute. Basically like a model, basically. Like, I don't know. That just gives me weird energy. I don't know. It just I feel like that's what a woman should do. That's what she's placed here to do. Sell her looks, sell her youth. That's what a woman's here to do. I'm here to build the world up that we all live in as a man. That's my object. So I heard a few men. I mean, we're not going to get into that conversation because men they like to trick on women too. I don't. I mean, anyway. But you know, point one is real deep because a lot of men really just don't understand that fact. 8, 9's, or 10's are elite women, but with them being elite, mean that they're bullshitters. With them being bullshitters equals they're trash. Most women, 8, 9's, or 10's, probably never worked a hard day in their life. See, I have to break it down to a molecule because niggas don't understand what an 8, 9, or 10 is. They just think that, oh, it's a woman that looks good, and if you pay her enough, you can have her. It's a little different than that. It's not just that simple. It's not just that clear cut. It's not. We live in a time too where older guys are trying to teach younger guys how to trick. And this shit gotta stop. It gotta stop. This has to stop. It has to stop. It has to stop. I went on a page. I'm not even gonna mention a name because it's so fucking upsetting, man. This shit, we live in a time where niggas don't have no more shame. You remember back in the day, we had shame about shit, man. We had shame if we did something, nigga, and we knew that other people, nigga, was gonna look at us a certain way, nigga, we stopped and thought about it. These niggas nowadays will sell a fucking soul for a piece of vagina. I was on a I was on YouTube yesterday and I seen somebody show. I'm not gonna say no names because a person like this, I can't even give you like you doing weird shit like this, man. I can't even give you no. Listen, man. The man had OnlyFans thoughts prices on his page, like he was basically showing you what women, lists be about, and what they're charging, you know, what's going on in their lives, basically in terms of their additions, like what they add on, and just basically their whole, agenda. And I'm sitting there like, why are you studying OnlyFans prices or new additions she might add to her list of entries. I don't care how much she charged for lingerie or feet pics. Are you fucking stupid, nigga? I don't even think a group of men should even be sitting around talking about that. If you want to go trick, it's not a problem. Go trick. But the simple notion that you sitting around trying to teach people the prices of these hoes, who cares? I really wanted to curse him out because I felt like, you know, bro, we just trying to fuck. We don't care how much lingerie costs or how much feet pics or how much to get their nails done costs. You think we care about that shit? You think the average man cares about how much a bitch nails is? This is why it upset me because listen, men have real problems. Most men don't even understand that 8, 9's, or 10's are elite women and they're trash. Because the niggas like you promoting their pricing. Oh, she only charged this. Oh, she only charged that. Are you serious? So are you gonna pay that? I really just wanted to ask him, um, how much money have you spent with them? Because me, I'm not gonna be extremely judgmental, but I want you to see your mistakes. You're paying for women that don't care about you. You're buying these women things for what? Because you're barely getting sex from them. Let's just keep it straight up on the table. You're barely getting sex from them. Stop it. That's why I don't suggest tricking. Because tricking is totally different nowadays, supposed to the 70's and 80's where men really got something out of tricking. These men ain't getting shit out of tricking nowadays. And this is why this conversation has to be had. 8, 9's, or 10's are trash. Most importantly, they're up for sale. So this is why this conversation of, are 8, 9's, and 10's wifey material? Hell no. How? They're up for sale. Most 8, 9's, and 10's I see, they're on the market. The fuck? They're literally Barbie dolls. See, what a lot of men too won't admit is that a lot of these modern day women, they're fun girls. That's it. Even though these women want to get married in the long run, they want healthy relationships in the long run, they're fun girls at best. I want everybody to have success. But, you know, with success comes great responsibility. And I think that that's something that we're just taking out of the whole equation. We're just stripping it out the whole shit. Well, just take the power. You don't have to worry about, responsibilities or, consequences. Fuck the consequences. This is how they lie to themselves. And this is why I had to have this conversation and really, break down to a molecule that, you know, the elite women, the 8, 9's, and 10's, they're just simply not wifey material because their mind state don't allow them. You have too many simps out here and older men out here worrying about paying their bills than showing them how to be a woman, how to conduct themselves in public. You got men out here that would rather fuck on a girl that is 20 years younger than her than teach her how to be a wife to a man that's her age. Can I preach again? You got older men out here that are ready to fuck on your daughter than rather teach her how to be a good man, a good woman for her son, or, for his son or his nephew. This is the world we live in. This is why a lot of these older niggas, I curse you niggas out. You niggas know not to talk to me the wrong way. I curse you niggas out because you niggas is lames and you niggas is cowards, man. Come on. Who you talking to? Talk to a real nigga, and that's your problem. You never talk to a real nigga. You talk to niggas you go over talk. You talk to niggas that you think you can get your word in on. You don't talk to no real niggas. Stop it. You don't talk to no niggas that ever check you. This is why I love talking to older niggas. Because a lot of older niggas, they ain't really talk to too many niggas that check them. They talk a good game because they got a little bit of money, but that's all you got. You're hiding around, hiding behind a few bills. See, on this channel, we're gonna be realistic. And before we get into our second point, you know, I just want to end off by saying this first point is probably the biggest because a lot of men don't understand that when you're at 8, 9, and 10, you are top of the bracket. That pretty much means you can pretty much sit on your ass and do whatever the fuck you want. And a lot of men just simply don't understand this. But we're gonna jump into point two. Right now, man. This shit crazy, man. Because it's, you know, oh man. Before we jump into point two, we gotta fully understand, man, that we are in control of all this shit, man. We in control of everything. That's why it breaks my heart to hear older men just chasing pussy, chasing pussy. You so worried about chasing pussy, you can't even fix the world up around you. You so worried about girls being 20 years younger than you and them looking good or them having a good body. You not even worrying about the world around you. And this is why, a lot of things just don't register to me. A lot of things just simply don't register. But we're gonna jump into this second point, man. This second point is real deep too, man. This is wow. You know, another thing too, you know, the real reason, and this is the second point, that 8, 9s, and 10s are not marriageable. Because shout out to the simps and shout out to all the old niggas. They just simply don't have to compete. They don't have to. They can make money off of all straight older niggas and just bullshit their whole life. That's why I hate older niggas. Real talk. Call me what you want. This is why I hate older niggas. They allow young girls to ruin themselves as well as not compete. So now we're making a generation of women that are just getting dick, sucking dick, or selling feet pics, and they're just running around the world doing whatever the fuck they want because they can. They don't have to be a woman. They don't have to be a good female to society. They could be any kind of hoe they want. That's why we have thought culture. That's why we have a whole bunch of women running around saying fuck niggas. We just gonna take their money and fuck on them when we want to. That's why we have a culture of women that say, oh yeah, I could just have his baby and walk the fuck away from him. We have cultures. Listen, we have a culture where women can literally sit up in front of men's face and say, I'm gonna have your baby and leave you like she the nigga. That's the time we live in. We live in a time where a woman can walk up to any nigga on the street and say, I'm gonna fuck you, have your baby, and I'm gonna leave you. And she can get away with that. I just want that to set in real quick. I want y'all to understand what I just said. Like a woman could just literally walk up to anybody, any state, any city, any place, pretty much. We just talking about in America. I'm not talking about outside of America. Within, you know, North America, a woman could pretty much just walk up to any man on the street and just say, "Yeah, I want to have you, baby, and I'm gonna leave you right after that." And there's nothing you could do. She can literally just walk up to the nigga and say that. But if a man does it, it's World War III. It's basically harassment. It's probably rape. That might be rape. It could be arguable depending on the Constitution. I think that could be a great argument. If a man walks up to a woman and say, "Listen, you're gonna have my fucking child, and then I'm gonna leave you, and there's nothing you can do about it." Because women, I've heard women say that 1,000 times. Oh, I'll have his child, but I ain't gonna fuck with him. Oh, I have his child, and then I'll leave him. And then in my mind, I'm like, why would you even say that? Like, no, I understand you might say that in your head, but why would you say that publicly? That's like me walking up to a woman saying, "Oh yeah, you good enough to have a child with, but I wouldn't take you serious." Like what? No, but this is the point I'm bringing up. Simps, older niggas have made it to the point where they could walk around and talk like this. They can actually get money from an older nigga and then fuck on a nigga that they actually want to be, like a nigga around her age. A bitch would be like 24, 25, 26. She'll be fucking on a nigga around that age. But she taking the older nigga money and supporting them. See this all the time. And it's the culture that we have created. This is the culture you older black niggas have created. Now, a woman out there, she don't have to look for no good man around her age. She can fuck anytime they can have any nigga that look good or any nigga that she think is approvable by her standards, whatever kind of standards she has. She could just fuck on him, and you gonna support them. Why? Cause you want pussy. And this is something that we have to talk about. To me, I'm sorry, you older niggas is sad. I'm sorry. You older niggas is sad. This channel is gonna be based around how older niggas fuck up society for younger people. Because the world and life is about younger people. We're building dynasties, foundations for younger people. It's not for your old ass, nigga. So when you sit there and you ruin life, your ass deserve to suffer. Like, share, subscribe, hit the cash app, please, man. This is some deep shit, man. But that's real talk. You older niggas make younger women not compete because you haven't had good pussy in about 20 years. You willing to pay everything. You willing to do anything for that pussy. It's a good portion of young guys under the age of 21, 21 and younger. No, 25 years and younger that don't even get sex like that. It's a good portion of guys 25 years or younger that don't even get sex like that. That's because of the older guys. Because the girls is there. They ready to go. But who they fucking? Older men. They're not fucking niggas their age. I know plenty of girls. I done heard plenty of stories within the past 2 or 3 years where girls of ages, you want to say 15 to like 30, fucking older men. They're not fucking guys their age. They fuck guys their age when they want to. Whenever that nigga go out of town or whenever that nigga go to work. A lot of these young women nowadays are fucking older men. Real talk. And I understand why they doing it. You feel me? Niggas need that money. Get your money, boo. You feel me? We ain't mad. But I'm looking at it from a perspective as, black women can't even get married nowadays because they done had 45 sugar daddies. Then on top of that, they done fucked 60 niggas on the other side because from that money they made from their sugar daddy, they went to go fuck a real nigga. Probably didn't pay for the nigga because 9 times out of 10 like that, and this is why a lot of hoes get played and get, fucked and tossed to the side. Because in a man's mind, a man naturally look at a hoe as something just to, fuck on. It don't go past that. Don't ever let a man tell you that you being with a hoe, it goes past that. It don't. Your soul won't allow you to. That's why you see a tiny percentage of men, no matter if they're rich or poor, actually marry whores. It's always been like that. Because naturally in your soul, you're not gonna feel comfortable as a man knowing your woman been with the whole town. Not a real man. So that's the point of this point. You got too many older guys ruining these younger girls. By the time they get to 25 or 30, they done. A lot of these girls be done at 25, 30. They be done. And this is due to older guys, aka simps. This is their problem. Listen, always remember this. Put this in your head. It's never the young guy's fault. He just got here yesterday. Please. Any guy 25, 21 years or younger, he just got here yesterday. What he know? Really? If you 21, you just got here last night. Please, you still uh 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 wet behind the ears. Stop it. Come on, you fucking stupid. You can't blame no 21-year-old for these young girls' mistakes. When these older guys been here nurturing them, lying and scheming for some pussy. Hit the like button. You know, and it's real talk. They just simply don't have to compete because of these older guys, aka these simps. They just simply don't have to compete. And it's really sad because you have so many women out here that want marriage. Women don't want to die alone. Women say that in the heat of the moment because they're mad that they can't get the man that they want. You think a woman wants to die alone? She wants to be laid up in the bed 65, 60 years old by herself alone? Because at that age, you're definitely not going to have, niggas just knocking on your door, banging down your door in your inbox. That shit probably going to stop at 50. Matter of fact, 45, 40. Because see, men always gonna hit you up for sex. That's not a problem. That's what I always teach my young niggas. Women are always gonna get sexual attention, and that's not a problem. Don't ever get jealous of that. Don't ever get mad at that. But realize at a certain age, marriage, a lot of the deep shit, marriage, having a child, a lot of that shit comes off the table at a certain age. And this is something that we definitely have to know. We have to know this and not be against these women. Because these older guys is scheming and they the snakes. They're really against women. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a show later on today. Are older guys against younger women? Whoo! Ooh, that's gonna be a banger. Cause you know what it is? I think they are. I think you can make a great case, you know, that older guys have something against younger women. And, you know, we're gonna break it down to the molecule today. That's what we're gonna do. Because you niggas ain't getting away with shit this year. I'm sick and tired of this, talking all polite with you niggas. You niggas ain't getting none. You niggas ain't getting away with it. Shh, stop. You got me fucking stuttering because I'm getting mad. You niggas ain't getting away with shit. You niggas ain't about shit. That's first off. A lot of you older niggas ain't got shit to even show off. I always tell a nigga, if you older than me, nigga, you better show me a motherfucking Benz in the mansion. That's what you better show me. Cause all that talk, nigga, you been here too long. You been here way too long, my nigga, to not have shit to show. I always tell older niggas that. You been here way too long to not have shit to show. The fuck? So you been here 45 years. You don't got shit? You think I'm gonna wait another 20 years of your motherfucking life to see nothing? Nigga, you done. If a nigga 40 plus and he ain't got shit, I don't wanna hear shit. If a nigga 35 plus and he ain't got shit, I don't wanna hear shit. You been here way too long, my nigga. You gotta have at least some. Show me something about something. You own something. I don't let these older niggas get away with shit. I'm sorry. I respect my elders, but you niggas ain't get away with shit because you ain't about shit. Shut the fuck up. Checkmate, bitch. Because you know what it is? We live in a world where, you know, a lot of people be timid to say shit. They be like, oh, I don't, maybe, you know. But real talk, we gotta stop that shit. This channel is about to be about love. We're gonna learn on this channel how to agree to disagree. We have to learn these things. One thing I'm learning more and more every day is that nobody cares about the black community. Nobody cares but us. We don't even care. Before I hit on to this third point, because I'm about to, slowly approach an hour, you know, we need to find more love, for one another. And this is real talk before I get to this third point, because we have a problem with one another. Y'all can call it a gender war, whatever the case may be. But Excuse me. We got a problem. Black men and black women have a problem with each other, especially when we get money. I don't know. It's like we get angry on the low at each other when we get money. Why? On the low, like it's a small portion of black people that okay, we happy for one another, but then there's another, you feel me, portion of people where they got money and they just like just mad. Like nigga, why do you have money and you just mad at me? Tell me I'm lying. Ain't half black people that got money happy and the other half is like mad or like semi depressed. I know I'm not bugging. It's something that we have to definitely acknowledge because I feel like a lot of people, you know, look at black people and they question a lot because nigga, I'm black and I question a lot. So I know you being outside my race, you definitely gonna question a lot. I'm in my race and I'm questioning a lot. I know you have a lot of questions. I know you think you're extremely interested. But before we jump into point three, I just want to finish off that, point two that, we gotta understand that older men ruin younger women, which in terms messes up their chances of a real life. They just simply don't have to compete. Women that are 8, 9's, and 10's just simply don't have to compete with other women. And that's due to the treatment from simps, aka older men. But point three, we're gonna jump straight into it, man. Please tap that like button before you hit into that point three, man. That point three about to be real for you, man. Please, please clear some airway for this one, man. This is gonna be real, man. This right here is why I really made this video on the low because I love black women. That's real talk. Black women are the best women on the planet. I'll be the first to say it. I don't give a fuck. I like to me, I'ma always admit that. I don't care how bad of a condition black men think black women are in, you have to admit they are the best looking woman on the planet. Without a shadow of a doubt. Period. It's not even close. Stop it. We see, here we're gonna be realists. That's what we're gonna do. We're not going. We ain't gonna sugarcoat shit. We ain't gonna dress shit up. We're not going, you know, lie to make ourselves, you know, look like we're a part of something that we're not. We're not doing none of that. We're gonna tell it like it is. Black women physically look the best on the planet as a woman. Now, that doesn't dismiss the fact that they are at war. And this is why I made the video. Point three is that we, as a black community, are at war. But more importantly, the black woman is at war. And this is something we have to acknowledge because, you know, I hear a lot of men just say, oh, she a bad bitch. Oh, I know she's getting a lot of, niggas. I know she's getting a lot of attention. Most black women are at war, especially the elite ones. They are at war with white women. They are at war with Spanish women. They are at war with Asian women. They are at war with the world. Even the best looking black woman is at war. And this is something we're going to fully acknowledge today. Because I think a lot of men look at, beautiful women and just be like, oh my gosh, she's wonderful. Oh my gosh, she has an OnlyFans. She's living this kind of life. Oh, she's a stripper. Oh, she's da da da. Oh, she da da da. She's at war, my brother. A lot of women, a lot of women's minds are not even structured to have a relationship, let alone a marriage. We're talking about 8, 9s, and 10s. Their minds are not even structured for a relationship. It's very rare you even see a bad bitch or one of them, you know, 8, 9s, and 10s really in a real relationship. When do you see it? Always put this in your head. 25% of black women are married. Out that 25%, how many thoughts or hoes you think are actually married? What's the percentage on that? Y'all wanna drop the percentage in the video? What's the percentage out the 25% of black women that are married, right? Out that 25%, you got to make that 100% now, right? So out that 25%, that 100%, right? Out that 100%, what would you say would be holes out that 100%? I'm gonna say five. But even if you think about 5% out of 100, you still got to think of it being 25% out the 100. That's extremely low. That's probably gonna be like 2% out the five. I mean, yeah, that's gonna be 2% out to 25%. When you really break it down statistically, that's gonna probably be about 2% of women out of like 25%. I would say, yeah, it's about 5% out of all women. I wouldn't even go that far because to me, I feel like, bro, that's even extremely too much. I don't even think 5% of hoes are married. Hell no. Hoes don't get married. It's never even been a big thing for hoes to get married. They used to clown niggas back in the day. Matter of fact, you can't wife up. You can't. I forgot the fucking line. I got tongue tied just now. But that's real talk. Niggas never appreciated hoes. And this is why they are at war at this point. Because now that they are getting the appreciation, they telling niggas, you know what? Fuck you, nigga. We don't even need your appreciation anyway. We're gonna make it anyway. That's why most hoes are not getting married. Because they're looking at you niggas like, oh, you niggas trying to trick? Oh, you niggas are lames anyway. Listen, a lot of the men that hoes deal with, they know you're lame. They know you're not the real nigga. The real nigga is the nigga that don't deal with them. They know they're fun girls. They just think naturally they deserve a good man, a strong man. But they know when you deal with them, you're the weakling. They know that, nigga. You're not special because you deal with a hoe. That don't make you special, nigga. What? Nigga, listen. If you gonna deal with a hoe, I'm gonna tell you straight up how to deal with her. I don't suggest no man deal with a hoe because I feel like hoes come naturally. But if you was to deal with a hoe, this is how you would promote yourself around the bitch. You're in control of the whole situation, nigga. She's a hoe because she needs guidance. That's what makes a bitch a hoe. She needs guidance. Not because the bitch thinks she a superwoman or she thinks she's empowered or she's independent. That don't make you a hoe. That can make you confident. See, you niggas get around these hoes and let these bitches fill your minds with anything. And this is why they at war. Because they have realizing. I mean, they have awoken and have realized it's a bunch of weak niggas out here just lying and playing games. This is why I hate older niggas. If you niggas are stronger and more realer niggas, you niggas will actually get better outcomes. A lot of you older niggas get your money taken and get fucked on maybe once or twice. A lot of you niggas ain't really getting no real pussy from these bitches, man. Let's just put it on the table. Like, and this is why I hate when older niggas, talk that dumb shit. You're not getting real pussy from these, but you're not getting real commitment. You're not getting real anything from these bitches. Nothing is real out the equation but the sex. Nigga, you could get that naturally just walking outside. Like I always tell niggas, if you can't get pussy by just walking outside, nigga, you're a failure. You should be able to attract women walking outside. A bitch should be like in awe when you outside. Not like, oh my God, it's God. But a bitch should be like, oh, 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 who that? If a bitch not doing that, you're done. This is why I don't let niggas talk to me like that. I get those results when I walk outside. So when I hear certain niggas talk, I just be like, it sound good. But to me, I feel like you're doing too much. It's just sex. Like I always tell niggas, it's just sex. That's it. You niggas put these bitches on a pedestal, and that's why they at war with you too. They realize, nigga, what happened to men? The fuck happened to men? That's literally what bitches walking around saying. What the fuck happened to men? A nigga supposed to tell me come home. A nigga supposed to tell me get my ass in the house. A nigga supposed. What the fuck did happen to you niggas? You niggas letting bitches running rampant. This shit is like Brock Zoo out this motherfucker. You niggas going crazy. Look, very simple, fellas. The woman equals either a wife or she's just sex. Now, if you want an alternative relationship, you can have her as a friend. I wouldn't suggest having a woman as a friend because, she might like you. It may go a little deeper. Things might get miscommunicated. I just don't, result to that. I just don't, suggest that. But the point is, that's your alternative. You can have a woman as a friend. The real point is that You simply just can't get that misconstrued. A woman that you having sex with is one thing. A woman that you want to marry is another thing. And this is why this 8, 9, and 10 conversation is very, very important. You know, they're at war. And it's simply what it is. They are at war because of older niggas selling them pipe dreams and ruining them mentally. See, we're gonna talk about the tactics of these old niggas when they deal with the young girls one day. Matter of fact, we might do that today. But see, I think today I just want to talk about uh later on today I'm gonna have a show about, are younger women ruined by older guys? Because I think we can make a strong case for it. I think it's a great conversation. I think that it's a conversation that a lot of people don't have. I don't know if people are scared to talk about it. But I think it is a conversation that we do need to definitely come together and talk about. Because it's very important that we do approach this with respect. Because I do have a lot of respect for my elders. But we ain't gonna let you bullshit us. That's just like my mother. If my mother doing some dumb shit, I'm gonna tell her, listen, mommy. You feel me? Like, slow down. You feel me? Chill out. This is, you feel me, doing a little bit too much. Chill, chill. We got this. We good. We good. We don't need you to, you feel me, exert yourself. Chill out. Sometimes you just gotta be slow and patient with a motherfucker. You niggas like to just be too emotional. That's all I see. You know why I hate 2022? Niggas is emotional. Shout out to the women, man. What happened to you niggas? Like every time I hear, I'm gonna get some woman saying that shit. I gotta clip that shit, and I'm gonna have that as my uh one of my fucking sounds. Real talk, because what happened to you niggas? And that's real talk. This is something. Listen, we are going to have this conversation later on during this week, because we gotta understand this. What the fuck happened to you niggas, man? Granddaddy ain't granddaddy no more. Uncle ain't uncle no more. You niggas is trying to fuck girls I'm trying to fuck. Nigga, you 63. Nigga, you 45. Silly ass. But point three is very important, man. 8, 9s, and 10s are at war. And they really are. All the women you consider to be bad bitches, unique, elite, they're at war. And, one of the best things that, you know, we don't understand is that the war is big. And I think that's a beautiful thing the more that we understand it, because, you know, A lot of people just think that, oh, black women, have to face only the white man and the black man. Black women are up against a lot. Black women are even up against trans, but we're not gonna get into that conversation. Yeah, they definitely are. Black women are up against everybody, including trans. But we ain't gonna get too deep into that conversation. But the point is that they are at war. And if you are 8, 9, and 10, if you consider yourself to be a bad bitch, a elite bitch, you know, you have a lot of enemies. And old niggas is definitely one of them. Older guys are enemies of younger women. And we're not talking about the older guys that really are helping in life. Because we know how to distinguish. Over here, we know how to analyze and distinguish who want the pussy and who don't. We know how to distinguish. It's not that hard. Very simple. See, we're gonna make this also too a channel of analyzation. Okay? We want to verify and certify here. And we have to. Because these old niggas ain't got no problem lying to our face. They ain't got no problem lying to our face. They just simply don't. And for me, I don't even want a nigga to tell me the truth. I don't. I can go find it. Nine times out of 10, I can go find the truth. It might take me a little longer, but I'd rather go find it than you give me the ring around the rosy, and then I waste more time, wind up wasting my life or my real valuable time fucking with you and ring around the rosy. Like, share, subscribe, man. We about to get up out of here, man. This was an excellent presentation, and I just need more people to, come on and join the panel because we got to get this message out. Please share this video as well, man. Comment it below. I need more suggestions because people, need this message. And I think the more that people understand the message that is spreading, it will allow us to get to a better conclusion. You understand? Because I feel like a lot of people, we just rambling on this YouTube, you know, nectar. I mean, YouTube sector. And it's becoming a problem. I hear a lot of these panels, people just going back and forth rambling. We could talk, but let's not ramble, you know? And for me, that's the biggest part. Like, can we get to a conclusion? Like, we could talk all day. Look, like me right now, I have no problem talking to you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. We can talk, no problem at all. But we can't be rambling. We have to come to some kind of conclusion. Can we do that? I'm not making a channel of, people just coming in rambling. That's just not going to be my channel. I don't care how many followers I have, what's going on. That's not going to be my final conclusion. I just want us to come together to understand that we can, agree to disagree. And that more importantly, we are family. All we got is us. And with that being said, please like, share, and subscribe, man. Let me run you down my 3 points to why, again, before we jump up out of here, why I feel that 8, 9, and 10 is just not wifey material. And it's just that simple. You know, if you have great points to disagree with me with, please jump in the chat. Please, please jump in the comments. But of course, number one is The elite of women. They are the elite of women, which makes them very confident, maybe overly confident. That's why most women that are 8, 9s, and 10s are not in a relationship. Most of them are either, you know, overly confident or not confident. There's no in between with them. And that's why I said, with point number one, them being a elite of women, it causes a lot of problems because now the expectation is like super high, which a lot of them just don't meet because they're so pretty or so elite. They naturally just don't think they have to work as hard. That's why most women that's married, they're easily like from a 4 to a 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are most women that are married. Women at 8, 9s, and 10s, they're not really getting married like that. Go look at celebrities' wives and go look at um sports players. Most people wives are kind of regular. They're 4 through 7. Real talk. That's when you young. Look, when you're younger, you feel me, like 30 years and younger, that's when you want the hot girl. The older you get though, naturally in your mind, you just like, let me get a great woman. You're not thinking, oh shit, let me make sure her looks is up to par. You're not thinking that shit at 37. And you realize at that point too, you know what matters? Someone cleaning you and taking care of you when you sick. That's all that fucking matters. Not that she's the elite woman. Not that she's in the category of elite lazy bitches. Because a lot of them bitches is lazy. Just to be straight up. That's why I put that as my first point. They are the elite women. A lot of them bitches don't even have to lift a fucking spoon. Real talk. They the elite women. Stop trying to put them in a bracket with other women. Oh, she's just an 8. She's just a 9. Oh, I can get her. Da da da. They are elite women. Unless you want to abide by certain elite terms and you want to do certain shit, don't go over there. They're nothing special anyway. You probably get way, 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 way more from a woman that's a 4, 5, or 6, or 7. We talking about a whole global scale on everything that she's bringing to the table. You're getting way more from a woman that's a 6 or 7 on any day. Because a woman that's a 9 or 10, she just simply think that she doesn't have to put out. There's too many older guys that will just buy her. She probably, like I said before 2 minutes ago, probably wouldn't even have to lift a spoon. Just being straight up. Let's jump into point two. Point two would be that, you know, they just simply don't have to compete. A woman that's an 8, 9, or 10, she doesn't have to compete with a 4, 5, or 6. She could just get a whole bunch of money from uh nerds and geeks and simps. You know, they'll just pay her bills and she'll live in, yesterland and real talk. She don't have to worry about paying no bills or, you know, worry about becoming a good woman or a good wife. She doesn't have to worry about that dumb shit. Real talk. This is why I say they're not good women. She doesn't have to worry about that. She has too many men that would just buy her life. She doesn't have to worry about being a good woman or a wife. Real talk. This is why I always advise guys, if it's not sex, you shouldn't even be thinking about a thought. You understand? Like if it's not sex based, if you're not just thinking about sex, you shouldn't even be thinking about going on a date with a thought. I'm gonna keep it straight up. Like, what's the point? You just sexually want to have sex with her, right? You don't really want to have a conversation with her, probably, because 9 times out of 10, we just talking about realistically. A lot of thoughts or girls like of that caliber, women at 8, 9, and 10. A lot of them, they in their own world. Real talk. The majority of women that's eights, nines, and tens, they are in their old world. And they can have that own world due to simps, aka older guys. And point three, final point before we jump off, man. They are at war. If you are an elite woman, you're at war with a lot of people, not just your opposite gender, not just the men in your culture. You are at war with everybody. And it gives them a real masculine complexion. That's why a lot of these modern day women or these bad bitches, a lot of them are masculine because they are at war. They don't have time to be feminine. Literally. We look at an Ari Fletcher or um a little baby girl. A lot of these females are masculine. They're not real feminine. They almost like Barbie dolls. They're almost not real because their whole persona is kind of built off war, built off protecting themselves, protecting their ego, understanding that a lot of niggas don't accept their bullshit, but they're gonna die behind that. Like a lot of these hoes and strippers, a lot of this shit we don't like. The long hair, colorful hair, long nails, a lot of this shit we simply just don't like. You know, before we end, I want y'all everybody to just tap the like button because we need my videos more in the algorithm. And if you stayed this long, I really do appreciate you. Please like, share, and subscribe, man. But these women are definitely at war, man. And this is why they carry around the whole persona that they do. And this is why a lot of men just, come off saying that, naturally they're masculine. And naturally a lot of men just, might want to use them for sex. That may be the furthest. It's not naturally that we don't think that women can't get married. We just naturally don't look at them in that energy, in that aspect. So, you know, please like, share, and subscribe, man. We out of here, man. Thank y'all for this opportunity. Hit the cash app, man. We'll be right back, man, in a few minutes because we about to hit this other show too, man. This is crazy.